how often should you be eating for your body type? Well, I'm going to give you the main principle that you need to follow today. I'm going to give you the main principle, and then I'm going to give you some variables that you need to consider depending on which body type that you are. So the first main principle with meal frequency, all right, is to eat every 2 to 3 hours. All right. Now this principle is based on stabilizing your blood sugars. Now, in order for you to lose fat, in order for your body to produce fat-burning hormones, your blood sugars must be stable, no spikes, no drops. You'll also notice alongside this that your energy as a byproduct becomes much more stable. Now, when this happens, your body will start to be able to produce fat-burning hormones. You'll start to be able to burn body fat in between your meals, in between digestion. So it's really important that you that the base principle that you're following here is eating every 2 to 3 hours. Now, if you don't do this and your blood sugars drop, then you're going to start to produce stress hormone. And what we assume is that when you are carrying excess body fat, that your body is not healthy to begin with. Okay, so we assume that when you're carrying excess body fat, your body is not healthy to begin with, and we know this because fat does not come without other symptoms. All right, and so always it's important to know that fat is just one symptom among many other symptoms that you will be experiencing. And so when your health improves, those symptoms will improve, and as a result, fat also being a symptom will improve as well. If your blood sugars don't remain stable, then it's very difficult, almost impossible, when you're not in a good place of health, for your body to be able to manage its blood sugars. Okay, so outside of this scenario, when you are healthy and your goal is not focusing on fat loss, different story. It's not so important for you to adhere to that. But when your goal is to lose weight and to get healthy, you've got to adhere to it. Here are the variables. If you are an adrenal body type, so you're carrying body fat around your midsection, then you will need to watch your appetite closer to the 2-hour mark. Okay, this is because out of all the body types, the adrenals, you guys have a big issue with stabilizing your blood sugars. Okay, so your blood sugars are much more temperamental and more prone to drop, therefore more prone to spiking. So if you're an adrenal body type, you carry your fat around your midsection, you've got to make sure that you're keeping an eye on your appetite. And if you do notice lower energy, if you notice cravings start to come on or a drop in blood sugar, then you must adjust your time accordingly, all right, which means you're eating sooner to the 2-hour mark. If you are an estrogen body type, then the variable for you is that you have less of a problem with blood sugars and actually more of an issue with cravings. Okay, so you actually need to make sure that you're heading closer to the 3-hour mark than the 2-hour mark. So those are the two exceptions. This means that you've got to be doing some meal preparation the night before. Okay, so you've got to make sure that you're not leaving it until the day to know what you're going to be eating for your meals and snacks. You've got other things to worry yourself about today, like what's going on with work, what's going on with kids, and other such important things. If you are not organized in this area, then you're going to be trying to your mind is going to be consumed with food, with thoughts of food, all right? And you've got more important things to worry about, so make sure that you are prepared the day before. Now, the second thing, the second principle that I want you to follow within eating every 2 or 3 hours is not to over snack. Okay, this is quite an important factor to consider. Don't over snack, particularly for the liver and the thyroid body type. So if you have a pot belly or you have a fatty roll underneath the bust, or if you are storing fat globally, it's really important that you are aware of this particular variable. When you are making sure that you do not over snack, you are allowing your body to digest your meals fully, and that means that in between your meals, your body can actually start to fat burn. Right, your liver will produce fat burning hormones, and it's an option then for your body to burn some of your stored fat. But if you are always in digestion, then you will not allow the body to do that. Therefore, it will always be in sugar burning the whole day. Okay, this is quite stressful in the body. You want to allow it to be burning a combination of both sugar and fat in your day. So this is why it's important to make sure that you are not over snacking. If you are a thyroid or liver type, make sure that you're looking out for your snacks to be appropriate to your appetite. So be conscious of how frequently that you are eating. Okay, so if you are if you're finding that you are not hungry and you're getting to that 2 to 3 hour mark, then you actually need to make sure that your snacks are a lot smaller. So you might favor as a snack, say, to have a piece of fruit, or you might favor as a snack to have a palm of nuts, all right, just to kind of tide you over. The main point of snacking is really just about making sure that your blood sugars do not drop. So the main variables here are for the liver and the thyroid body type. Mainly this is because your metabolism is slower than the other body types, and so you want to make sure that you are not bombarding it by over snacking. Okay, the third thing to consider is keeping your main meals a good enough distance apart. All right, so eating every 2 to 3 hours is the dominant principle. But you want to make sure that your main meals are at least 5 hours apart. Okay, so there's 5 hours between breakfast and lunch, and then 5 hours between lunch and dinner. Now, the main reason is because you want to make sure that your body is able to fully digest the larger sizes of protein before having another heap of protein dumped on it. This is to allow your body to burn fat in between your meals rather than bombarding it and then you're sugar burning all day. Okay, so it's important that you make sure that there are 5 hours between your main meals. Here is the exception. If you're an adrenal body type, then you actually need to favor proteins in all of your meals and snacks. This is again to do with the fact that your blood sugars are very unstable, and when this happens, your body will eat away at its own muscle, and so protein is one of the things that you need to favor. Okay, so those are the main principle is to eat every 2 to 3 hours. And then within that, you want to make sure that if you are a thyroid and adrenal body type, that you are going a long enough distance in between your snacks, that you are not over snacking. Make sure that you are favoring the smaller snacks, say fruit and some nuts. Make sure that you are getting 5 hours between your main meals. If you are an adrenal body type, then you need to favor the proteins. But the main purpose of that was to make sure that you are getting enough time in between those main meals to make sure that protein is fully digesting. So those are the main things that you need to consider. Now, if you haven't taken the body type quiz, then go to our website. It's generationhealth.co.nz/quiz. If you just land on the website, just scroll down to the main homepage and you'll see there, take the body type quiz. Click on that icon and then it'll take you over to the body type quiz page, where it will be asking you a whole lot of symptoms based on what you're experiencing, including how you're storing your body fat, and then it'll let you know what are the main principles that you need to follow for food and exercise based on your body type. So I hope that's been of some value for you today. Feel free to share if you got some value from this, and join me tomorrow at 8 o'clock where we're going to go over our next topic to do with your body type. Have a fantastic rest of your day.